if they get that much control. And both these teams can do it as well, just from seeing what they've done in past sets from today and yesterday.
Yeah, we're going into game 1 of this showdown set between Water Breather Quartet and UMRM. We do got the Hydra Splatling on one side versus the back line of the Charger on the other side. And Genie, with that bow, sometimes, you know, throwing up those missiles can be considered a back line as well.
Yeah, so the first missile's already been launched already. Talking about Genie's missiles, first missile has been launched. Of course, that's going to put a little bit of extra pressure on the side of UMRM. However, they're still maintaining mid really well. Look at the 3 come around here, and Mikaru and Umbre working together, able to get that first pick. That's already 3 down. And Water Breather Quartet, the last one alive is Genie on the reflux, but of course, don't underestimate that. However, is able to get picked off. I didn't see who got the pick, but they did manage to take him down. Mothman's up in top mid here, and you see Umbre moving down below, following up on this Trizuka. Lots of pressure going down here by UMRM.
Yeah, UMRM is in a great position right now. We see the Booyah Bomb coming out. Oh, but they were taken down by the Charger of Krim. Krim always able to try and get something for his team going as they're able to push into mid, and we've got the Hydra Splatling pushed off up to that right side. Are they able to get them? No, Genie just wisely backs out, knows he's outranged, able to help a teammate instead, and now Mothman trying to push forward, able to get 2, and that's going to be a wipeout thanks to the Hydra Splatling of Mothman here, Debbie.
That's that moment was just like, you know, I got a charge. I'm going to walk around the right in my line of sight, and boom. Of course, I know this feeling all too well, but fantastic play by Mothman here. Just knew it was right there. The players were right in the line of sight. However, going on now, we see this machine wanting to try to make a move to drop down on this other side, but Mikaru is just waiting for this machine to drop, and as soon as they drop, Mikaru is going to ambush here. Of course, there's the reflux and does go down here. The killer whale going onto the other, and that is an entryway denied, but it's 2 for 2 as a fight was happening on the other side of the map at the same time. And Mikaru able to sweep up the third for a delayed triple. However, pain is still being put on the zone here by Dan and Genie, 2 of the most paining weapons. Dan being picked off. The machine trying to get Ren out of the way. Genie's the last one in the corner here, but the zone does go back in favor to the UMRM, and they almost have the KO.
Oh, Genie was trying to get the flank going, was not
Genie
able to.
They got the cap! They got the cap!
Able to get the zone, though, and that's going to be the Water Breather Quartet breathing just a little bit longer in this game as Genie looking to move forward up to the top middle part here. Able to get the splat onto Mothman here, and now things are looking in favor of Water Breather Quartet. Can they hold on, though?
They did manage to pick off Krim in return, but are holding strong still as the members are coming back pretty quick. Oh, it looks like it's another 1 for 1, and a team fight's about to go down. Missiles did reveal the locations of the players. Booyah Bomb coming out, pushing them all to the left side, and they know this, but Mothman getting picked off right after the Booyah Bomb. There is no penalty left for Water Breather Quartet as it is going downhill. 1 for 1 with the backlines here. Umbre fighting on zone with, the Trizuka from Ren.
Nice shot coming in from Ren to able to start the beginnings of that wipeout. The rest of the team able to take advantage there, and now they're in the position they need. They've got 2 specials at the ready waiting for the push coming in from Water Breather Quartet, and they've got everything they need. Fizzy Bombs going up onto their plat, spacing perfect throughout the sides here, and everything is looking good for UMRM to really hold on to this one. They've almost got this penalty down.
Oh, and a Booyah Bomb. Again, Mikaru is waiting on the far right side, waiting for somebody to drop. This UMRM has it set already where they want their players to position, and it's doing really well for them with guarding mid, and penalty's almost over. 2-1, and that is a wipeout right as the zone gets capped for the end for the KO.
That's the start right there. UMRM able to take game 1. And we might be looking at that 3-way tie situation coming in from this showdown pool here. And I really got to give it up to, we saw some key plays coming in from Mothman, able to get that first wipeout that really helped them get that zone for a long time, able to push all the way down to 7. And then we saw also Mikaru with that 52 gal getting multi-kills left and right. Really a good team effort coming out from UMRM.
Yeah, you could tell that they had a strategy in mind. They definitely talked about it beforehand, because if a team goes into that not realizing that, like, they wouldn't have Mikaru just waiting down below there. It was definitely discussed, so they knew what they were expecting from Water Breather Quartet, and they had it set, just ready to go. They knew that the missiles were probably going to come out, and just catching the members in 2 fights. So they were able to take 2v1s actually relatively well. Like a member of UMRM would just solely be there and take a 2v1, but they caught him in a corner. So that way the one member from UMRM was actually in full advantage over the other 2. And that was, what a situation that was.
It was crazy. Like you said, we thought Mothman was in a bad position with that Hydra just in the corner. You never want to be a Hydra stuck in the corner, not even on your own plat. But I think just the fact that he was charged up scared them to go back. And then once he realized, hey, nobody's looking at me anymore, let me just go around and get them.
Yeah.
And that worked out in his favor there. As we're moving on to game number 2, not much changed on the side of Water Breather Quartet's comp. And I don't think anything changes.
I don't think anything's changed.
Between any team.
Nope. They're going with the same old what they know, and if it works, they're going to keep it. And we see the triple Ninja Squid coming out on the side of UMRM, making it harder for them to, or easy, I should say, easier for them to move around, but harder for the other team to see. Krim still taking the charge. It looks like one already goes down. It looks like they must have got caught in a bomb somewhere from behind. Missile's going to come out, add some extra pressure. Genie's going to take this far right side here and pinch up with another side, of course. Mikaru able to win a 1v1 fight, but it looks like going to get 2v1 with the wall helping out. I think Mikaru just won another fight.
Yeah, Makaru was able to get that extra pick thanks to Umbre just coming in with the sloshing machine and throwing things in that direction. So good teamwork coming out from Umbre to help out his teammate. And now we've got Makaru trying to push onto this right side. Got the wall to help him and not afraid to just keep moving on forward. Oh, is going to back out though as one of his teammates does go down. And that's the sign. Let's just regroup, hold the ground, and try to get one more pick before anything happens. But on the side of Water Breather Quartet, they've got everything they need as they've got the picks, they've got the Booyah Bomb, and now they've got the push in their favor.
That was quite the push as well. Just, what was it? We saw Dan move in there with the splatter shot, just able to go in and pick off Mothman, which was a huge pick, and then circle back around to get the other fight. So they took out the major threat first, and then the second one, and were able to win that fight. But now we're back to a neutral mid situation, and we'll see what team can maybe get the first pawn down.
Yep, here we've got Mothman trying to go after one, able to get the pick thanks to Umbre who comes in. And now they've got this left side pretty much down locked as the Booyah Bomb's coming in, pushing them out. But the members of Water Breather Quartet were able to rotate right into Mikaru, though, who gets a pick moving forward. And now we've got UMRM on the tower.
It was a 2-for-2 situation there, but UMRM coming out stronger with members jumping back in. We see the Zuka coming back out directly for Mothman. Mothman opting to back up there because, of course, just a little bit of the top of the tower there. Can't always secure it, but trying to take that fight. It looks like Krim finally is able to win the fight versus Mothman, and all of the members of Water Breather Quartet are just moving right up. Genie barely escaping this Booyah Bomb.
Genie now going for the missiles. I think he may have popped that one a little bit too early, but if they're able to get the pick onto Mikaru, it might be good, but Mikaru able to trade, so that's good on the side of UMRM. Water Breather Quartet able to hold on to the lead for just a little bit as they're looking to try to push here and get something going, but let's see if UMRM is able to do anything about it.
UMRM, we've seen them been able to push up before. Of course, it's just a battle of which specials are going to get the picks first here in this situation, but they do manage to take out Genie in return for the machine. But it's head-to-head once again with the backlines, but Krim has that back, opting to put the explosion on the tower. Mothman ending up behind him with Mikaru. That ends up being a wipe in the corner. I didn't see how it fully started there, just the fight on the tower, but we see Mikaru just moving up here, getting paint, and gonna lurk in a corner. This seems to be Mikaru's specialty, is lurking in a low corner. And if Water Breather Quartet picks that up, it's gonna be a lot harder for Mikaru to get away with a lot of this.
Yeah, you see UMRM able to push up and get those picks that they need. The only problem was the tower was all the way on their side of the map, so they weren't able to get any points off of it yet. Do get another pick onto Krim. That's going to be good for them in pushing this checkpoint here and trying to get that secure as the members of Water Breather Quartet are kind of pushed into their spawn, and things are not looking good for them at all here. The Booyah Bomb is online. The last one left is Krim. And they're trying to get something, but they don't have the angles thanks to all the chip damage.
Mothman, Booyah Bomb, hopefully they come down in time. I know sometimes someone can, I think there was someone on the side, but they managed to stop it in time. I was just like, Mothman is Booyah Bombing, and they haven't got lead yet. So that almost looked a little bit scary, but they did manage to stop what was coming in from the side. So this is a lead for them, and they just broke the last checkpoint. What a solid go here, but Krim able to get that pick off tower. They're jumping in, but there's still two members in the side here. Machine and one more. The Booyah Bomb coming out. It's a 1v2 here. Booyah Bomb just stalling as much as possible, getting team members to jump back in. Missiles from Genie coming back out. Vac is out as well. What a fight going on in Spawn right now.
You saw my crew there just going 1v1 with that vacuum right there. Gave no cares. And Umbre able to get the last pick, but he can't get onto the tower. Umbre, you need to paint the tower, my man. Try to get some paint on it before you go on it. But he doesn't care. That tower's his as he's getting pick after pick. Umbre, I don't think, has died in over a minute.
Oh my gosh, what an end there. I mean, I know what it's not like to die in that situation, but it's just getting that extra pick and going on. I don't think the other machine knew Umbre was still there. And then when Umbre was chasing it, of course, goes on the uninkable, so it stalled for a minute. But the pressure never ended. It just on and on and on and on and on. And that's something both these teams do, is they can just keep going and going and going. No matter who's left, they are going to fight till the very end. It's not over until that game says game over.
We see UMRM coming out with the game victory, but I don't know who really won. Was it Umbre or was it the tower there? As we're going to be moving on to our next game here. UMRM looking really strong.
Yeah. Wow.
We're one game away from you know, this kind of an upset here in this pool, as Water Breather Quartet, I don't even think they lost a game yet in the Showdown pool. I'm not sure. We saw them earlier on stream 3-0. Their next win as well was off stream. And now we've got UMRM in prime position to kind of put themselves in that 2v1 tiebreaker with Water Breather Quartet, and possibly have the tiebreaker in their favor, going in and pushing themselves into the top cut.
Oh yeah, this is things are definitely getting spicy here. Just heating. Yeah, this match is on fire. Yeah.
Oh, you got to give it up to all the members of UMRM. I feel like we were yelling all their names at one point during that set.
Yeah, they were all doing a lot of work. Like, it's not just a single person. Everyone is putting in a lot of work. And at the end, Umbre finished out really strong there, getting that key pick. But the members were still able to come back in, still kept up that extra pressure. But it was literally a little bit of everybody who pitched in for there. And that is the teamwork you like to see. And, of course, coming in here as a pickup, that's – at this point in time, they've already building synergy, and it's showing.
Yeah,
they want this. Yeah. They want this win.
They're going to need that teamwork going into this next game. Rainmaker on Wahoo World. No changes coming out from Water Breather Quartet. They're convinced that this comp can work, but on the side of UMRM, we have a decent amount of changes here. We've got Mothman switching it up to that regular Splatling. Umbre going with the Blaster. Or Range Blaster, rather.
Blaster, yeah.
And we've also got the Splash-O-Matic coming out on their side, too.
Umbre wants to have a lot of that under the ledge pressure, and that's really key on Wahoo. When you have the advantage here, you can just quickly go onto a side and just use that extra shot to get over the ledge and everything in pinch, just like this. Just back them up, and any little damage you have, the Blaster can finish it right off.
Yeah, now we've got pretty even, but the Rainmaker is in favor of Water Breather Quartet as they're trying to push him back with those Rainmaker shots. We do see Crim elected to go over to this right side. If they're able to get this pick, they might be able to get that checkpoint. They are taking a little long, so the members of UMRM are going to be able to come back. Oh, we do see the crab coming out. Maybe that'll prevent them. And they just decide, oh, I'm going over to the other side.
What a split decision by Crim. Great decision making. Like, yeah, the crab's got this locked down. Hey, wait, my teammates have the other side clear. I'm going to go over here instead. What a quick decision. And Genie just quickly moving up as well as the vacuum. What is this dance?
I don't know. Genie able to dance with the Rainmaker in front of that vacuum, who was just taking up every shot for their team. And, oh, now we do have the defense coming out from UMRM, but that's a great first starting push. They've already got past the checkpoint. They've already got a good lead. All they need to do is defend for the rest of this game, and I think they have a good shot at winning.
They really do. They know their comps are well, the strengths and weaknesses, and with this change-up here, I'm not too sure how familiar UMRM is playing with this particular comp, so we're seeing how a similar comp versus potential different comp can be making a difference here. As Umbre is just trying to kind of maybe get a pick around here. Does spot Genie, is able to get the blast around the corner, so missiles are going down. But however, Umbre's still holding this corner. Look at this!
Yeah, Umbre putting in work with that ranged blaster, able to sort of clear the way on this left side. They might be able to get this checkpoint here. They do realize one player is off there on that bottom left side. More players are going to be coming in soon, but not enough to stop that checkpoint from getting popped right there. And this push may be continuing as they... Oh, but the Trizuka comes in and gets Mothman, and that might be the end of it.
Nope, not yet. Ren and Mikaro were going hand in hand here, but unfortunately Mikaro does go down. It's just a splash. Now the splash does go down. Now it's over. However, that tag team that was happening in the elbow there was looking pretty nice in UMRM's favor. But luckily, Water Breather Quartet able to stop that. They have mid control right now. Krim is in a nice spot. Oh, but one goes down in the middle here. I didn't see how, but Genie goes down in the middle of behind the Rainmaker there.
Yeah, we do have about 2 minutes left in this game. They were able to get past that checkpoint. Gonna go down to that Booyah Bomb, but there's still plenty of time for UMRM to mount a comeback. They do have the middle of the map. They have the Crab trying to push forward with their team. And but the vacuum is gonna put an end to that Crab. Not getting much value from it there. And UMRM might need to just push forward and get something going with their main weapons rather than their specials.
Something that a lot of people miss with Crab is like with the Krabby vacuum. Yes, the vacuum's going to be able to absorb a lot of the Crab shots, but with how rapid, like if you keep the rapid fire mode on the Crab, you can work with your teammates to actually power up the vacuum and then splat it at the same time. So have the Crab power up the vacuum to a point where a teammate can just pick it off when it's about to launch the shot.
Yep, you mentioned it right there. But unfortunately, on the side of UMRM, their Crab wasn't able to call out to a teammate to get something going. As you mentioned, Umbre over here on the right side, looking to maybe get some picks in mid. We've got Ren and Mothman moving over towards the middle, and now they're all grouped up, looking to try to get something going. We got the shots coming in to help Mikaru as he pushes, not able to get any picks. But, ooh, actually one of the members of UMRM, Umbre, does go down, and now they need to try to find out which way they want to push here. Usually once you get that first checkpoint, the elected way is to go all the way towards that left side, but maybe they're going to try something different and go towards mid.
Mothman in a very sticky situation there, but is able to still stay alive and just dodge all of those specials, and they're trying to push, but Genie and the sloshing machine here able to pinch, and members of UMRM are in the way. Umbre able to get a really nice pick here, and there's 20 seconds left in this game. Oh, and the splatter shot able to go 1-for-1, but Mikaru gonna go! Didn't quite get it!
Not able to get it, as they're able to hold on the side of Water Breather Quartet. 3-point difference right there, and Crim's just gonna elect to bring it all the way back to their spawn. Know that the other team cannot make it in time, and that should be the win for Water Breather Quartet as they finally take their first game, looking to get back into this one with a reverse sweep maybe.
Potentially. What a set there. Oh my gosh, what a game. UMRM almost had that comeback there. Mikaru right at the end was just about going to try to sneak it up there in the last 15 seconds. I couldn't even tell from that situation like how close people were to respawning, if maybe teammates could come back in quick enough, even in the last 15 seconds, if there was just any time to get any other person in the way to help potentially maybe make that push a little better. But I think with Mikaru's decision, like last second decision to grab it and go, I think that was all that they had left to do to offer, and Mikaru almost got it too.
Yeah, he almost got it. It was the difference between 1 or 2 ink splats down. Yeah. He would have had that extra bit to get those points, but unfortunately that way that he went towards the middle of the map was not really painted at all and had to kind of do it all himself. But that's going to be one game going towards Water Breather Quartet, and we're going to be going over to Clam Blitz on Scorch Gorge here. And What do you think about this one, Debbie?
Oh boy, this one's an interesting one with the clam goals being like up further than most of your base. There's a couple key high points, but the clam goal's really kind of blocking those high points to guard from. So when you're trying to defend, you're actually almost in a disadvantage sometimes when you're trying to defend your own basket, because if one team pushes, you're stuck on low ground and they have the high ground. And the one high ground that you do have is being blocked kind of by the clam basket. You just kind of got to hope and pray you can get something like lobbed over top or get something from the side. There is what is it? The range weapons do have a little bit of a perch on the other side, but it's not really in as far as play as you want to, unless if you have something like that Hydra that Mothman's been playing, or an E-leader potentially. but I could feel like Crim could take all that. But when it comes to pushing in here, both these teams have machines that they could use. They have Umbre's brought the blaster. Umbre is their main initiation from UMRM. And on the other side, Dan's been doing a lot of frequent flanks and pinches. As we've seen, Crimson been able to get picks on just people who push up ahead a bit. And each team have quite a method of pushing in. We've seen it on both these maps. Like UMRM can just get just push up right away, and when Water Breather Quartet has a moment, they won't breathe. They'll just go, and then they'll breathe when their push is over. Yeah. And then they'll do it again.
You mentioned it right there. Let's see what comps we got coming in. We got Crim actually switching to the end zap. And another one of their teammates is going to be going on that Splatling. I didn't catch who exactly it was. It is going to be Genie on that Splatling.
Genie with the roots. Genie was initially a heavy Splatling player back in S2. So going back to the roots here, just saying, I'm not going to bring missiles here, but they want to opt to bring that Tacticooler. And Tacticooler, of course, yes, it reveals and all that stuff, but it can power up the speed of the Rainmaker. So if they want to get a really quick push, they just have the person who's carrying the Rainmaker get juiced up, and off they go. They can fly.
Yep, we are playing Clam Blitz here as Mothman trying to get something over on this left side.
Oh, what a corner.
Yeah.
What a corner to pinch them into.
Nice plays coming out from the side of UMRM. Able to get that pick over to that left side, and now looking to push forward. They claim most of mid. Booyah Bomb towards the middle is going to get some ground, but actually as Umbre was popping that Booyah Bomb, the rest of his team goes down. Is he going to be able to get another pick? But no, the wipeout come in. And now they're going to be able to possibly break this goal. They are, and as you mentioned, now we're in that spot where the pushing team kind of has the advantage. There aren't very many good angles, especially for that Hydra Splatling, who just falls off the map. But Umbre has a good weapon to kind of throw just over, but Ellie is going to be pushing them back, and once again, just don't have the right angles here while the pushing team does.
This is looking like a solid push here from Water Breather Quartet. They just locked out that one area, again, because that is the only high ground that you really have, unless if you can manage to get around from the side. And coming in with a little bit of clams here, but they don't have any other clams really left at the moment. They're trying to come in with 3. Some just spawned on top. There's only 2 members left. We'll see if they can get a couple more clams in. Genie able to get in 3 more.
I think the game's over.
Right behind him.
No, they are able to stop it on the side of UMRM. They're very lucky Genie didn't actually pick up those clams before he went and threw in his first 3.
Yeah.
I think he could have ended the game right there.
Yep.
But unfortunately, I don't think Genie did see that those clams were available right behind him. And that's going to give UMRM another chance. Trizuka does take down 1. They've got the whale going. So now they've got the push that they want. The specials are coming out. But once again, as one person is Booyah bombing, the rest of the team just seems to go down.
Yeah, the special coming out, just Water Breather Quartet able to pick that out, and the member that was beside Mothman there just getting picked down, which is unfortunate because they had it set up. The Booyah Bomb to clear the space, the other teammate going in. Unfortunately, that other teammate did get picked off. We see the, oh wow, what a combo. The Fizzy Bomb, the Zuka, that Mothman was stuck.
Yeah, Dan able to get another kill onto my crew right there. Gonna get pushed back by Umbre, but actually Umbre's gonna go down in a trade. A Trizuka coming from the heavens is able to take down Dan the man. And now, once again, my crew and the rest of the UMRM find themselves on the defense. That power clam in front of them is going to disappear, and they're gonna have to restart their push from ground zero right now.
Genie up here with the power clam as members from below made it and passed it back. We could see them all kind of shifting together. Crim going in on aggro zap mode here. Unfortunately getting picked off by Umbre, but trying to get that initiation for their team.
Yeah, my crew on this left side able to build up that whale. Gonna throw it onto Genie, try to displace them, but as they do that, Crim is gonna be pushing up, trying to make something happen. Mothman does meet him, pushes him back a little bit, but we've got actually a Trizuka fight going on the other side, and I believe Ren and the Trizuka on the side of Water Breather Quartet both missed each other. Nobody able to get much from it. And now Crim trying to push forward for the rest of the team. And once again, Water Breather Quartet looking pretty good, holding map control for the majority of this game.
They really are. They're exerting a lot of extra pressure here. They just opened up the basket again. They have this power clam at the ready. Dan trying to take this fight. Oh, 1 for 2 right here, but this looks like it was looking like an ending push Ellie in the corner there. Just wow. We didn't quite get to see it because spec cam moment, but it was wow. They had it set up for them, and we didn't quite see how it got shut down. But UMRM still in this game. 40 seconds left to go, and they need to really get this last push to work for them.
Yeah, we've got my crew here once again throwing that whale onto Genie. Genie's going to back up, able to avoid the whale and still get in a pretty good position. Oh, but not in a good enough position as Umbre actually pushes forward right onto them, and now things are looking pretty good. I think this might be the start of a push for UMRM. The only thing... The only unfortunate thing is they only have 15 seconds left. They need everything in this push. They practically need a knockout right now.
They do, and they got the people, the pressure up. Their Mothman's on the other side. They got a few more clams in. However, their one member does go down. Two members do go down. They really have to hold this. Umbre's in a tight spot here. Nakaru, the only one left alive. That is a wipeout. And, of course, overtime is going to last until the basket's over, but here comes the dancing splatter shot.
Yep, and that's going to be Water Breather Quartet securing themselves another game here in this set. And we've got a 2-2 reverse sweep incoming.
The question is it going to be a reverse sweep?
I don't know. It seems like Water Breather Quartet has finally found what they need in this set. They didn't even make many adjustments comp-wise. We saw a different comp coming out in that game, but I think most of the players were still able to stick to their roles and figure out exactly how they wanted to approach this one. But on the side of UMRM, you've got to be pretty shaken up right now. You were up 2-0 fairly dominantly, and now things have just gone in the complete opposite direction.
But they just got to shake it off. They know they can do this. I know one of them's got to be able to keep them in this game because they had so much pressure being put out in front. Even there might be one little change. They just got to keep up that teamwork that they were doing earlier. We saw that there was so much extra team effort. And on this game, they kind of held back a little bit. One was trying to go in, but of course would get picked off to the side. They were attempting to team up towards the end there, but unfortunately didn't quite go in their favor. They had it all open and all that, just didn't have the clam economy. But they can definitely make this comeback here as we go into the game 5. Splat zones on Eeltail.
Yeah, Splat zones on Eeltail Alley. This one I think could play a little bit more into their favor. We saw them win a Splat zones game earlier thanks to Mothman and Maikaru really getting the picks needed for their team. If they're able to do that, set themselves up in a good position, and I think this map might play into Mothman's favor as he's going to have complete control of that top ground right over the zone, and that should be able to help him as for the most part of this set, he's been the one with the most range. So definitely want to see how Mothman performs on this one if he decides to stick with that Hydra Splatling. We do seem to have some issues going on the side of Water Breather Quartet as they're trying to figure something out with maybe one of their controllers or monitors. But for the most part, what do you think about this next game here, Devi?
Oh my goodness, Splat zones on Eeltail. Now this one, both Mothman and Krim are going to have a showdown here on this map because, of course, you have the tall bridge in the middle and everything else. So this,
I do want to say I do think this game, just so the audience knows, is not going to be played.
Yes,
it seems there's an issue with one of the players, and we're going to restart. So I think we're just going to let one team. Actually, we're not going to let one team because Pop Gun has just told me that there is a way to now end the game, and we're going to be starting this one off once again. The one good thing about the Splatoon 3 spec cam is that we can do that now.
Yes, any person can get that to work here. So yeah, they're just going to quickly remake here, and it was a hey, I missed the little notification that my controller's dying. Where's the charger? That moment had happened on the corner here, and of course at a LAN, I know it's you're in the moment, right? And you don't see the notifications, or sometimes you might not even remember to charge your controller the second day, and that'll happen. So definitely, it's always good to keep a key thing. But it looks like they got it functioning now. Here we go, take 2.
Yep. Take 2, game 5 of this amazing set here between UMRM and Water Breather Quartet. We do see UMRM sticking with their tried and true comp here on the side of Water Breather Quartet. They're going to go back to their original comp that they were working with, bringing it back that Reflux and also the Charger from Krim. Let's see how things go. We've already got the Fizzy Bomb pushing Krim back a little bit. Once again, Krim having to back out, and but the picks coming in from the rest of the team, able to get that zone for Water Breather Quartet.
Oh, Krim trying to go for the jump shot on Mothman, but isn't able to get it. Krim is really looking for that splat, but it looks like there was a flank around the back. by Ellie, able to get Mothman down, and this is a really good position for Ellie to be in. Booyah Bomb's going to come out here to stall the members of UMRM from coming into the zone, and really good added pressure here by Ellie as Crim's just looking for kind of another angle, seeing which side they're coming in at. You can tell that the teammates are communicating in which side they're coming in, so Crim can be ready, but it looks like Umbre is going to get the win on the Charger here, and there's 2 down, and they were trying to get the zone, but the Booyah Bomb didn't go down far enough to paint the zone. However, is able to get the splat onto the zone and is seeing where they're jumping back in. Almost just missed the third, but followed up by a teammate.
My crew able to follow up, as you mentioned right there, looking for the pick onto Genie. I believe Genie does go down. I don't know how my crew gets the kill for that, but it seems like he does. And now UMRM finally in control here. Hopefully they're able to secure this one as my crew has that wall to help him take down Ellie, is going to be able to take him down. And now pushing forward, it gets a trade.
That's 3 down.
This is looking really good for UMRM.
They don't have zone though. There they go. They got the zone, and now they can keep looking for these favor. I noticed none of them are overly pushing up too far. They want to make sure that they don't give away any pathway to this team. Umbre looking for Crim. They really want to make sure they get Crim down first, and they are, but going down in a trade as members are following up. The Zuka's coming out as well. Ren Sharky in the corner. Makaru going in right afterwards and getting that pick. Ren moving in, coming in from behind, going for Genie. But zone is not capped right now as members are painting. They get Genie down. It looks like they might be able to hold this zone if they could just get the last little bit of paint on it, but Crim is stalling it.
Yeah, Ren able to pull out that Trizuka shot, but it's going to go right into the vacuum. Now Ren decides to just truck it up into the other direction. Another one is on the zone. Ren able to take them down with the help of Mothman here, but Mothman's rest of the team somehow disappeared. I don't know how they got those 3 kills. Now Mothman by himself trying to make something happen, but he's going to go down before he's able to jump back to spawn. And that's pretty devastating because he was pretty close to getting his Booyah Bomb.
Yeah, Mothman was actually in a really nice spot there. I'm not too sure if they were fully aware of where Mothman was, but it looked like Mothman had someone set in sights, and when they peeked, they realized that, hey, this person wasn't actually there, so it actually messed it up, not able to get the pick. But picks going down left and right here for Water Breather Quartet. They're now getting their footing back. They have zone control. Mikaru's on the zone just contesting. Crim couldn't get the splat, but Genie turned around, able to pick them off. Booyah Bomb coming in here from Mothman, just going in this back corner here, not able to put a whole lot of pressure onto the zone. But the lead is going to go back, but Booyah Bombs are coming left and right. Here comes the fight of a lifetime. Can they get the neutral in the zone? No, they can't!
And Water Breather Quartet pops off as they're able to secure the reverse sweep, and they secure themselves a spot in the top cut, Devi.
Oh, Water Breather Quartet coming back on the reverse sweep, and yes, securing their spot in the top cut, 3-0 in this bracket.